Hill figure. Star Report, Thursday, early afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. I am your host, Troy Terrain, repping Scotch Plains, New Jersey, now residing in Woodstock, GA. I am embarrassed, as I hope many of you are from my generation. You know my age already. Shawn Kemp, born in 1969. I got some of the notes, just bear with me, I'm frazzled. I saw the video. If you have not seen the video, please do. I'm not going to post it in my community section. This old nigga busting a gun in broad daylight in Tacoma, Washington. Oh, God. Are you up to speed? I'm embarrassed. What can we say to the younger generation now? Nothing. You can't talk to them sideways about drill rap. Shawn Kemp, he's ringless if memory serves me correctly. However, this old nigga was the truth. Yes, no? Troll babies, good afternoon. Oh, man. Ripping shots out of a Glock. Bang! Baka, baka. Now, the news is saying a drive-by shooting, and you know what? It's so embarrassing, I don't blame them. It was in a parking lot, again, somewhere in Tacoma, Washington. I got the notes. Just give me a second. I just want to tell you how embarrassed I am as an older man. Here we are talking about Ja Morant. Oh, man. His story is gone now. It means nothing. Hang on a second. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, former NBA great Shawn Kemp, more so known from playing with the Seattle Supersonics from 1989 until 1997. Okay. He then went on to play with the Cleveland Cavaliers from 97 until the year 2000. He then went on to play with the Portland Trail Blazers from 2000 until 2002. He then went on to the Orlando Magic for 1 year, 2002 to 2003. And there was a comeback attempt. Catch this. In April of the 2005-2006 NBA season, Kemp's NBA comeback chances looked promising. The eventual Western Conference champion Dallas Mavericks considered adding Kemp. Okay. Mavs coach and former Sonic teammate Avery Johnson scheduled a personal workout to take place in Houston, where Kemp was supposed to train for several months. Kemp failed to appear because of undisclosed reasons. Now, I love talking sports to you guys and females because you claim to know everything. My question already, did Shawn Kemp, for that 2005-2006 season, did he go to Houston and train for months? Or is that what they mean he didn't show up for undisclosed reasons at all? At all. I have my theory. Give me a second. So they tried to reschedule, but the NBA refused to grant Dallas an injury exception for a 16th player. Kemp did not get a second chance to join the Mavericks that season, okay? Now, spare me, mental health is real. I want to try on some sucker shit to put this on a black woman. Troll babies, can we put this on a black bitch early? Shawn Kemp has got about 7 kids. How many kids does he have? Are the kids mostly with black women? I think last I heard he had like 7 or 8 kids by 7 or 8 baby mamas. So he was slinging the tool. Back in the days, he would have been known as a cocksman. A cocksman, slinging the cock, all right? Can we put this on a bitch? Has he been stressed? Child support payments? Has he been in jail? Did they put a boot on his tire? Did they tow his shit? What happened to this nigga? Now, he's been arrested for other things. Drug possession, 2005, okay. Found small, okay, cocaine. Cocaine, okay, a semi-automatic pistol. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, Shawn Kemp is from my generation. Sadly, the drug of choice, you know already, it was cocaine. Was Shawn Kemp out there recently in Tacoma, Washington on that powder? Seeing shit, hearing shit, and just started ripping shots out of a Glock? There's a video. Paco, Paco, Paco. All right, my showrunner, give me a second. I'm going to lay something out here to you because I do research in the afternoons if you're new to the show, right? Are demons on your frequency? Are demons on your frequency? A month or so ago, I asked a caller, I'm not sure which caller it was, is your God a frequency? I asked him that. Now, I'm a non-believer in the theory of God. However, God being a frequency was a theory proposed to me back in the 80s. If I can go back, again, as I sit here and ramble, and I want to give this female the credit. A Jamaican gal. If you read my book, you heard me speak about her. I loved her mind. And I was working at WIA, Warner Electra Atlantic. I was on coke, she was on coke. And I used to pay her in coke. She used to come from Brooklyn to meet me at my job at WIA, and we would go to either the public library or Bryant Park. Now, I've been a reader since the 70s, so I didn't need her to read for me, but her education, again, Jamaican girl, she was raised in England, and she went to Oxford. I'm sure you guys have heard of Oxford. Her vocabulary was fucking creme de la creme, okay? And she fluently read physics, quantum physics, quantum mechanics and things like that, which, you know, I was trying to get an understanding of, but she could just read this shit. So I'd give her the coke. She'd come to my job at lunchtime. We'd go to Central Park, Bryant Park and the public library. She asked me, I think it was 1984, and she was an atheist herself, if I didn't mention that. She said, do you think God could be a frequency? So this is how far I go back with this theory about your God possibly being a frequency. So my question to you, are demons on your frequency? Demons. Now, if you've studied physics, which some of you have, you're smarter than me, you're better educated, or the sun, or the process of convection, when nuclear explosions inside that sun reach the surface, that's called convection. And how long does it take? We've had that discussion before already. So, it's all energy and matter. Yes, no, before I continue, it's all energy, matter, frequencies. Radios, FM, AM, you know, just because it stops at a certain point does not mean that there's not more frequencies. The FCC controls those frequencies. For a better understanding of that, you can read Ayn Rand's book, Capitalism, the Unknown Ideal. She breaks it down about the FCC and the airwaves and so on and so forth. So, there are thousands, millions, endless frequencies. Do we, you and I, operate on a frequency? What keeps that spark alive in you? What enables you? Not makes you. If I were to say make, that would be admitting to a God. No. What enables you, if anything, to be conscious, to be alive? Let me look in that live chat before I continue. Who's texting me? Okay, Deed says off topic. Yeah, okay, thank you, Deeds. I'll get to that later. Oh, shit. Are demons on your frequency? Someone says intelligent design. We've had that discussion already. And I've told you on multiple times over the decades, improbability is not evidence of design. So, now that I've got all that out the way, are demons on your frequency? Let's assume you are a frequency. You operate on a frequency. Do you subscribe to telepathy? Shapeshifters. These are all the things that Jamaican gal presented to me. She was 6 years older than I back in the 80s. And she's dead now, by the way. She got killed in a drug deal gone bad. Pardon me for laughing. I had nothing to do with it. That was her destiny. But what was I saying? Frequencies. What enables you to be conscious? Your eyeballs. Have you ever looked inside your eyeballs? Have you ever held a mirror up to your eyeball? Are those frequencies, all those holes, do they represent space? Black holes and distant things of that nature. So my question, pardon me for taking the long way around, are demons on your frequency? If so, can you get rid of them? Do you welcome them? Do you enable them? Okay, Florida Boy J, I'm ready for you, sir. I want to talk about Shawn Kemp. I'm embarrassed. Old nigga busting his gun. Paco, Paco, Paco. I want him locked up. I want him out of the state of Washington because I'm still, considering moving to Seattle. I don't want niggas like him, catching props after all these years. Does he host any radio show? What does he do, Shawn Kemp? I have no knowledge. But I want those of you who know basketball to call in. I will let you speak first because you know sports. Okay? Hang on a second. Maurizio, got your donation early, sir. Thank you so much. The real Rico Mercado. Okay, he's bringing the bullshit early. Brittany is Rory's coxman. Hashtag, oh no. Hashtag New York drill. Hashtag union money. Okay. Mr. Controversy, I got your email early, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, listen, keep me posted when they get some evidence, if there is evidence with regards to the drug deal gone bad, that those people from South Carolina went into Mexico to do. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm talking crazy. Good afternoon, Florida Boy J. Thank you for tapping in, sir.
Yo.
How are you, man?
Yo, Star.
Yeah.
Star, what's going on? Listen, man.
Come on, man.
We asked for it.
Yeah.
And we shall ask and we shall receive in the name of white Jesus.
Ooh.
Me and Rory told niggas, I need my NBA players to stop acting soft. We ain't got no more NBA fight compilations like we used to back in the day. We used to have yearly fight compilations. Now niggas can't even scuffle. I need to see niggas with blamers. And Shawn Kemp was like, you know what, young nigga, you know what, little nigga? I got something for you. Hold my beard. And proceeds to let it go in a parking lot right outside Tacoma, Washington, real close to Seattle. Salute to my nigga Shawn Kemp. Star, I might buy me some Reebok Rain Man on StockX in an hour. In a Mitchell and a Shawn Kemp jersey. I'm repping Shawn Kemp today, busting the 40 cal with the number 40 on the back of his jersey. Salute to the nigga Shawn Kemp, man. Well,
hang on a second. All that sounds hot, Florida Boy J, but that man's from my generation. I'm embarrassed. Here we all, or most of us, came down, not me, on John Morant. I didn't think that was a big deal with him holding a goddamn gun. He was drinking in a strip club, and I'm glad that no charges are being pursued. However, Shawn Kemp, one of the greats, did he ever get a ring? To my knowledge, he didn't, but still, his name used to ring bells. Shawn Kemp.
Yeah, no, Shawn Kemp did not get a ring. The closest he got was the 96 season with the Seattle Supersonics. They won like 66 games, and he lost in 6 games to Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls in the 96 finals.
Okay. A history of drug abuse? I don't know. I saw something about cocaine from 2005, and then he was arrested again. I can only assume, that's his drug of choice. He's from my generation, possession in Houston in 2006. Does he need help? Has he been in and out of rehab? I don't know.
I mean, he's gotten caught with cocaine and marijuana before and got caught with guns in Kings County before. So this isn't outside of his nature, but I think what he was trying to tell people what was going on was that some items were stolen from him. He was able to track down the thieves and the stolen items and proceeds to let some rounds go. Personally, from hearing that point of the story, instead of it just being some crazed nigger shooting up a parking lot, he was on OJ time. Niggas done bucked something from me. Now I got to go get it back. I can't do anything but respect them. Since this case came out, I haven't heard anything of Shawn Kemp being on Delonte West time, twerking in the street for a couple of dollars. A guy got a white donut powder around his mouth looking hungry. He's been staying out of the way, and obviously he can still up the blame on niggas who think it's sweet messing with the Rain Man. I can't do nothing but get my Shawn Kemp jersey on.
I'm embarrassed. I think that, the older generation, we constantly, well, not so much me, because I do try to be objective. We constantly tell the younger generation, yo, you guys be wildin'. If you knew better, you do better. And here we have Shawn Kemp. I don't care what the reason was. I don't care if there was an argument. I don't care if he was having a bad day. I don't care if somebody stole something, as you're saying. How did they steal these items? Was he doing drugs with someone? Did he pawn the items and then couldn't get them back? And he was arrested, in case well, most people would assume he was arrested. And I think it's very embarrassing. I think if he hasn't been in rehab, he needs to be. I think this is a black eye. Go ahead.
Star, you're from the, not just you, but this is the Coke generation. This is the Diddy flexing in the shiny suit, bling bling generation.
Yep.
Y'all have took us to the lowest vibrational point in the history of Black America. Now that some of you niggas survived the Coke run, you survived mass incarceration, you got all your teeth, now you're trying to tell us to stay out of the way. No, y'all perpetuated this lifestyle. Y'all the ones with the blickies, with the sonic booms, letting it go, rocking the jerseys, cutting the hair, getting flexed. Y'all told us it's about the bag. You got to flex on these niggas, up the stick when you get disrespected. These are the pillars of Black society.
Okay, so I'm somewhat sort of, hang on, accepting responsibility, even though I have nothing to do with what he did, but just from my generation's standpoint, I can't sit here and troll him. I mean, I guess we will as the show goes on, but you don't really respect him for doing that, do you? You really don't see him as a G. That was some goofy shit at 53 years of age. Goofy shit. Go ahead.
Oh no! Now where? Do I have to post this shot? I'm gonna send you the link to the white and black Rain Man Shawn Kemp Reeboks I'm about to buy, and the Michelin jersey. We repping Shawn Kemp today, Mr. 40 Glock himself, the Sonic Boom.
Okay.
Go on these hoe ass niggas. He reminded these hoe ass niggas, just 'cause I can't dunk a basketball, just 'cause I can't shoot in the rim, don't mean I can't shoot you hoe ass niggas.
Okay.
You touch my property.
All right, hang on. Here's the real question. Hold on. Here's the real question, Florida Boy J.
Nigga.
Did they shoot at him first? I only saw him shooting. Did they shoot at him first?
No, apparently they did not shoot at him first.
Are you sure? If he was returning fire, then I'll approach this from a different perspective. All I saw was
no. I'm sorry. It said no. Actually, as I'm reading, it says upon allegedly being fired at.
Okay.
Kemp claims to have acted in self-defense.
Okay. This may take the story into a different direction. Sit tight, Florida Boy J. I want to acknowledge a few people. This is a research discussion here this afternoon, folks. The man, I got your donation, had to exit church to leave the demon frequency. TJ got your donation early. Thank you, Star. Star could no longer pay her in Coke, and shit went south. That's why that Jamaican woman bit the dust. I had nothing to do with that, man. Her and I drifted apart for a while, and then she came back on the set, and then she drifted off again, and then next thing I heard, she was, she was killed up in the Bronx. They chopped her body up into garbage bags. Anyway, Dre at Grave Shift got your donation. Kemp is ringless as a casualty of the Jordan era, but his personal life has been in shambles due to ratchet baby mamas and alcohol. Okay, thank you, Dre at Grave Shift. Marshall Bussington III, okay. Well, I say, Star, it would seem to me that the buttocks on a ripe young man would be rather fruitful. Would you agree? What the fuck? Thank you for your donation. Okay, so Florida Boy Jay, I want to ask you something else here, but whilst I have you on the line. LeBron James, I saw this story on hotnewhiphop.com. Hang on a second. Are you up to speed? He's being accused of using performance enhancement drugs, EPO to be precise. Are you up to speed, Florida Boy Jay?
Yes, sir. I'm up to speed on the alleged, performance-enhancing drug use.
Right.
But I will say this: until I get a reputable sports outlet or reporter or somebody that can break through with this story, they said the same thing about Peyton Manning and a few other athletes. And to be frank with you, a lot of these athletes go overseas to Germany, where the technology is above the American curve, to where even if they do PE, like the clear and the cream, stuff like that, they call the MLB users doing, they're years ahead of American medical technology. So for all we know, a lot of these niggas could have been doing PEDs. They're just not doing them over here.
Okay. All right. Hang on a second. Let me just give you guys the source in case anybody wants to chime in. Chael Sonnen, former UFC fighter. He did fight John Jones. I think it was a year and a half ago or a year ago, something like that. He was on the Andrew Schultz podcast. That's the guy who does his show with Charlemagne. Brilliant Idiots.
Flagrant 2? Yeah.
Well, yeah. The show Flagrant 2 is where this guy said this to Andrew Schultz, and he just very casually said that he and LeBron James have the same drug dealer. Yes? That's where this is coming from.
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's a white guy who's in this world, as he claims to be, highly of a HCG, EPO, performance enhancement drugs. Let me just say, if this is true, I have no problem with this. I've said for decades, as professional sports goes on, if they're going to raise the price of hot dogs to $5 or whatever they call it now, a beer is $15, popcorn, nachos, well then, hey, I want more bang for the buck. When I go to the arenas, I want to see grand slams. I want to see all the records broken. I want to see everybody injecting something. What say you, Florida Boy Jay?
Oh no, I'm the same way. If I gotta pay $200-$300, $500, $700, $900 for some tickets, I'm trying to stand in front on the floor seat. I don't want your bitch ass talking about you got back sores and you're out, or you got to get a night of rest. No, take that shot in your ass.
Take that shot.
Bend over, juice up, and get your ass out on this court. Oh, you sprained your ankle, you broke your foot. Too bad. Shoot up like Patrick Mahomes did, and get your black ass out there and dance and perform, nigga. I don't work. I don't bust my ass. I almost got shot getting this money, and now I'm at the game getting drunk, saucy. Whole ass nigga, if you don't block that shot and run 94 feet to dunk on a nigga, I might get thrown out this bitch.
Hold on a second. Was it Marion Jones? Do you remember Marion Jones? Oh, back in the day.
Track star.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second.
Australia.
Here, hold on a second. Hold on, everybody. Marion Jones, I remember she denied being on performance enhancement drugs. And then she finally broke down and admitted it. I forget what year this was. Okay, she acknowledged using steroids before the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia. So if, and this is if, I don't know if this guy's telling the truth or not. This is just alleged. If LeBron James is found to be using EPO or HCG, is this illegal in professional basketball? I don't know, Florida Boy Jay. I don't know.
It is absolutely illegal And for it to be legitimized that LeBron James is on any type of PEDs, you know how many people will have to be laid down, deleted off this app called Earth,
Okay.
and bags have to be dropped in order for this not to come out. Because if that is true, then you're pretty much dismantling and destroying the NBA fabric as we know it in these history books as we know it.
Okay.
So I think he is too valuable to the league for this information to even be validated by reputable sources.
Hold on a second. Guys, sit tight on the phones. I'm coming to your calls next. Alex Rodriguez, he was another one from the Yankees. Oh, he denied it. They finally caught him. Don't they have asterisks next to some of his records, if memory serves me correctly?
Yes, back when he said things were a little loosey-goosey on, what was that, 60 Minutes special he had when he admitted to it?
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's some asterisks next to his name. And it's a few other people that they've kind of, especially in baseball, like the Mark McGuires of the world, that they've let back in the game.
Right, Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame. But we can't get Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, which he was a Hall of Famer before the steroid accusation.
Right. So my question, hang on a second, hang on. My question, and this is a big if, because I'm not necessarily believing this guy, he's just sitting up on a podcast running his mouth. If it is found to be true, does this change LeBron James being the all-time scoring leader? Do they put an asterisk next to him and keep Kareem as the leader, Florida Boy J?
Absolutely. But what I'm trying to say is that they're gonna have to put asterisks, remove his name from the record books. They have to take away MVPs, championships.
Okay.
My point is this, though: the NBA is built off of individual superstar narratives. It will be the end of the NBA as we know it if LeBron James is ever caught to have done any of this. And what I'm saying is Adam Silver and the powers that be will lay niggas down in broad daylight before this information catches legs and ends up on any reputable sports platform.
Okay. Good to talk to you, man. You want to finish up on Shawn Kemp arrested Tacoma, Washington?
Yes,
Go ahead.
Yes, Shawn. Absolutely. I don't, because it's a narrative with older black men that if you're not, like I said, driving the Rolls Royce, making it rain, that if you're above the age of like 40, you're poor, right? Shawn Kemp a month ago just opened his second cannabis shop in Seattle for all the haters thinking he's fighting over drug money. He owns multiple cannabis shops in the greater Seattle area. He's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur.
Okay.
He already has a bag. He's invested the money he has. So just stop the narrative that he's, on pulling junkie stunts. And lastly, before I get off, Perspectives and Facts podcast, Florida Boy J on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. We're going live. Star, you have a wonderful day.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay. All right, Florida Boy J tapping in. Folks, this is an afternoon research show. Shawn Kemp arrested. Bussing the ooh-op. Was it in self-defense? Somebody talking crazy to him in the parking lot? You can see the video of Shawn shooting, but we do not see if he was fired upon first. Calling the fuel anchor, right? My showrunner question, are demons on your frequency? If so, how do you deal with that? Let me also welcome back to the Star Report, www.blackbodyworks.com, one of my sponsors, if they want to call in, or any other sponsors want to chime in this afternoon. Hey, Janet. Janet sends an email. Hey, Star. Eventually, all drug kingpins have a shootout. Oh, wait a minute. What is this, Janet? Janet, can you call in? I don't have time to read this whole argument. Okay, yeah, well, yeah. Is he a drug kingpin? Six-time NBA All-Star and Seattle Supersonic Shawn Kemp. Okay, that's what Florida Boy J just said. Cannabis dispensaries. Okay. Was he the target? Maybe this is not such a big deal. Maybe he's a businessman and, he dealing with niggers. Oh, it's always niggers. Elvis says, Chef, I got your donation. Thank you. Hey, Francine, got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, dear. Let's go to area code 770. Good afternoon. Are you there? 770. Doing a research show.
Star, what's good?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
Chilling. Yeah, can I talk about that LeBron PED stuff?
Yeah. Did you see the video of this guy saying that he and LeBron have the same dealer? Drug dealer? Performance enhancement drugs?
Yes, listen.
Come on.
Listen, this has been exposed for a while now, but they kind of kept it hush-hush. It was on ESPN. I have the video. It was like the first year of Adam Silver's commission that came out. His name was on a biogenesis ledger in Miami.
Okay. So this is not breaking news. This is old shit you're saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kept it on a hush-hush. That was, like I said, his first year, Adam Silver's first year as a commissioner that came out.
Mm-hmm. Do you know basketball? So I'm looking for a basketball aficionado who knows basketball.
Yeah, I'd say I have a decent grasp of the NBA and its history and stuff like that.
Okay. So if this is true, I mean, you got white guys saying it now. It's not like just black guys sitting around in a fucking barber shop. You got white guys saying it now. Do you think somebody will take this serious? I mean, it's picking up traction, the story. And if it is true, what happens to LeBron James' all-time leading scoring record? What happens?
Put it this way, he'll be the new Lance Armstrong.
Okay. What about the source of this new claim? Did you see the video I'm talking about on the Flagrant 2 podcast?
Yes, I saw it. That would
Come on, pick up the speed, man.
I would consider that credible information.
Okay.
Because that's something that they explore a lot in that field.
Okay. Thank you for the call, man. Thank you. He's like dragging in the afternoon. I'm sitting here sipping coffee, and I'm looking for basketball aficionados. I love to talk sports with you guys. I love for you to leave comments after the show. Yo, I wish I'd have known you was talking sports. I would have called in. Hey, Tara. Tara says, Star, I'll look into... okay, theory. Okay, yeah, I've checked into that, dear. That's not new to me, but thank you. Hold on. Oh, I just messed up my goddamn screen. My question to you, Tara, and thank you for your donation again, are demons on your frequency? Hold on a second. Let me put another sponsor on the screen here. Brand new sponsor in my community section, guys. A new YouTube channel. Beautiful Toxic Show. Beautifully, pardon me. Toxic Show. Okay, brand new sponsor. Going to get them on the show here early next week. All right. Let's go to area code 413. Good afternoon, Shawn Kemp, NBA great, ripping shots. Are you up to speed? 413. Okay, let's get him out of here.
Yo, what up, Star?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nah, man, I'm tired of people like saying that these athletes are using some type of performance enhancement. Why can't they just like go out and play, man? They're built for this. You know what I'm saying? They come from the pedigree of slaves being in the cotton field for hours at a time. You mean to tell me that if a slave picked cotton for 12 to 18 hours straight, they would get tested for some type of performance enhancement? Come on, man. These niggas come from that bloodline of putting in work. LeBron comes from that bloodline of putting in work. You know what I'm saying? His forefathers was in the cotton field picking for 12 to 18 hours straight. Now he's on the court defying odds in his damn near 40s or whatever age he is, and motherfuckers want to come down on him for using some type of...
Sir, you can talk without using F words. You can. It's early afternoon.
Yes, my apologies. I'm on the sauce. I'm on that Henny early.
Jesus. Go ahead.
But yeah, that last caller, man, sounded like he had a leprechaun, like giving him some fellatio. He was all slow and stuff, but later for that, But these players, man, every time these players score, do some type of astronomical type numbers, they got to get tested. Look at Damian Lillard a few weeks ago, scored like damn near 70 points. They wanted to test him. Look at a dude from Cleveland that scored 70 points as well immediately after they tested him. But when the dude from Denver and the dude from Dallas score these numbers and they are from the white skin, they don't get tested, man. So what? It's not right. Brothers is bred to play, and they not using these performance enhancement.
Are you
drugs.
saying that they're not testing the white guys? Is that what you're saying? I missed that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're not testing the white guys. The white guys did not get tested. Damian Lillard scored over 70 points, I believe it was 3 weeks ago. And
okay.
and the gentleman also from the Cleveland Cavaliers, the star player, I forgot his name. He's half Panamanian. He scored 70 points as well. And they tested both of those brothers. And in the same week, the dude from Dallas, the star player that's Kyrie's sidekick, scored over 60 points, and they didn't test him. And the Joker from the Nuggets scored a crazy.
So what is it, sir? So hang on, sir. You're upset. You're bothered by the fact that these allegations have come out more so than the reality of him possibly being on performance enhancement drugs. What are you saying?
Yeah. These are false, man, and it's a double standard.
Well, sir, you don't know if they're false. I mean, but you don't know if they're false. I don't know if they're true or not. But someone has accused him. How about LeBron James? Respond to the guy.
I don't know what.
I don't know if it's true, and you don't. I don't know if it's false, and you don't know if it's true or however.
Yo, Star, are you there, bro?
I'm right here, sir. I'm right here. You got on the headset. You're driving, sir. I'm right here.
Yeah, I lost you for a second. Repeat yourself.
Jose Canseco. Do you know that name?
Lost Holmes.
Sir, your headset is making some type of delay. I'm going to try and be patient. Are you there? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, his phone. I'm a very patient man, as you can see, guys. I don't know if these allegations are true, but he's being accused, Jose Canseco, remember him? Oh, he telling everybody, huh? Born in 1964. Same age as me. What a lowlife. The man, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, I read that one. Pardon me. Elvis the Chef, are you calling in, sir? Thank you for your donation. Spirit. Spirit, I'll respond to you later. Spirit, I'm here to promote you. Okay, I'm piled up with books and other work, If I get to it, I'll get to it, but that's, I'll respond to your email shortly, man. I appreciate you, but let me just focus on what I have to do here. Hold on a second, guys. Biggs, I got your donation. Boss Hog, today is, okay. No, sir. But thank you anyway. Thank you very much for your donation. They sound great. Okay. We're bringing area code 647. Good afternoon. Doing a little research. Are you there? 647. Shawn Kemp.
Hey, what's up, sir?
Ripping shots out of a Glock. Paco. Did you see the video?
Hey, what's up, sir?
Yeah, get off the speakerphone or whatever you're doing, sir. I'm right here.
Can you hear me? Okay, my bad. Basically, I called in because you speak my language about that basketball aficionado.
Let's go.
And
Let's go.
I am him. But about LeBron James, I don't really think it should be blown out of proportion. It's not something that's been following him his whole career. It's not like it's something that people talk about. It's just, now at this time when you're at the mountaintop, sometimes people are just going to hate and they're going to come with everything.
Get over it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Banging in the quad, Needle poking between his toes.
Career, you didn't say that when he won his first ring. You didn't say the second one.
Right.
You didn't say it the third.
Yeah.
You didn't say it the fourth. Like, at some point, if it was that big of a deal, people would have been discrediting him for a while now.
Well, if it is found to be true, and I'm not, saying it is, should there be an asterisk next to his all-time scoring record?
Well, definitely. I mean, it would not only impact him, it would impact the NBA, the commissioner. Then they'd have to do a whole investigation on other players. Maybe they might even find, who knows? It might make the rules lenient. Find out that this particular whatever he's taking is not an enhancement or doesn't make a difference. I don't know, but I would say yes. It would put a whole asterisk.
Well, sir, what do you mean you don't know? You called me saying you are an aficionado. I got notes here. Tell us something. Don't just keep saying I don't know. Educate us. I'm going to be educated on this afternoon.
Well, I personally, on something like this, it's an opinion, right? I don't know.
Oh.
It's not like it's a game. I could tell you, or I could say, okay, who make a real educated guess. I don't know his personal life like that. So,
Gotcha.
Like, really and truly, I would hope he wouldn't, because yes, that's disrespectful. Break a lot of kids' hearts as well. You can't have your best player. Can't find
well,
out.
Sir, most athletes are drug users. Most athletes, not all, but most. Yeah. Right?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you say that again?
Not all, but most athletes are drug users. They have to inject something to numb a limb or to not feel the pain whilst they are performing. Boxers, football players, tennis players.
Well, I would say, sorry not to cut you. I would say things that are medically approved. The league has their rules and regulations. So if it's within the league's rules and regulations, they're not doing nothing wrong.
But they're drugs. That's my point. They're on drugs, most of them.
I mean, if it's drugs as in to cure an injury and it doesn't help your game, like have an advantage over the other players, I don't really see the problem in that.
Okay, no, I'm not. Sir, I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just asking you, the expert, to clarify.
I don't see the problem.
What are we, fucking butting heads here? Most athletes are needle poppers. Can we agree on, sir, can we agree on that? Most athletes are needle poppers. Yes? Needle poppers.
I mean, I can't say I've met a lot of athletes, but I've met people in the world, and yeah.
Okay, all right.
A lot of mean people.
You're killing me here. Okay, do you want to finish up on Shawn Kemp, sir, ripping shots out of a Glock? Was this self-defense? Is this an old nigga going crazy? What's going on with Shawn Kemp?
Well, with Shawn Kemp, I mean, as I said, with the NBA, you see, whatever you do, it not only affects you, but it affects the NBA, and you're put in the spotlight. Shawn Kemp, I don't know the situation. I did hear, I think it's Florida boy Jay.
Sir, you don't know shit. Again, I just asked you, you say you don't know. Thank you, sir. What the fuck? I can sit here and guess and speculate my goddamn self. Troll babies? Oh, my God. I don't know. What do you know, man? What do you know? Hold on a second. John, I got your donation. Do you want to call in, John? John, I got some copy from you. Hold on a second. This would be the perfect opportunity to call in, John. I'm doing research, and I got your information ready to go on the screen as always. Let me pull up your email, John. You sent me some copy for a live read. Maybe you can call in, tell us what's coming up. That would be great. Okay. John Flowers, photos.com. Alexa. Hi, Alexa. Is that your real name? Alexa? Okay. Got your donation? Yeah, I saw that story about this 6-year-old in Newport News. They're not going to charge him. I still don't know if that, alleged shooter is black or white. The New York Post ran a picture of a little colored boy, and then they took it down. I don't know what happened, but thank you for your donation. We'll come back to that, all right? Area codes. I don't even want to fucking entertain that call. Just all that noise in the background. Please. Area code 347. Good afternoon. Doing research. Are you there? 347. Yes, no, maybe.
So,
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How you? Talking about basketball?
You tell me, sir. I don't know anything. Shawn Kemp. Paka, paka, paka. Did you see the video?
Listen, I didn't see the video, but I know he got about 20 kids.
So why haven't you seen the video? I need experts, aficionados to dice.
I'm a basketball aficionado. I'm not a YouTube, expert. So
Can you watch the video?
Let's talk about-
Can you watch the video and call back? Or how about I put you on hold? Watch the video. I need experts, sir.
Okay.
What drove
I'll do
Shawn
that.
Kemp to this point, sir? Call back. Thank you. Thank you. I love talking sports with these people. Troll babies, huh? You know what they're going to say after the show? Yo, I wish I'd have known. I didn't get the notification. Shawn Kemp, an old nigga on that powder out of control. Hold on a second. Janine, hi Janine, got your donation. I don't want to talk about Fat Joe because Fat Joe and I have never had any issues. And I've already said he can get smoke on this microphone. He ain't special. He ain't untouchable. But I don't want it to seem personal. Every time he says something, yes, I saw he said something about Ja Morant's father. I saw that. However, I don't feel the need to always comment. Just hold on a second. I don't know. And I don't even have an issue with Fat Joe. I point out the fact that he's Puerto Rican, but you never ever see him going on Puerto Ricans. Anybody notice that? A lot of Puerto Ricans, they always want to, chime in to something about black people, but when you ask them about Puerto Rico, the raping, the incest, the molestation of minors in Puerto Rico, they're lost in the sauce. Fat Joe has been riding on Spike Lee, Bill Cosby, all these other people, but he didn't go in on Crazy Legs, who was pulling out his dick sober. He didn't go in on Ricky Martin. But thank you for your donation. I don't start on Fat Joe. It's too early. Hold on a second, guys. 704. Good afternoon. We're trying to stay on topic, 704. You there? You ready? Shawn Kemp.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's the topic. Good afternoon,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So I just want to say, first off,
Watch the language. You sound like a person who just can't talk without profanity. Please, watch the language. I'm saying that early.
I didn't curse. I didn't even curse.
You sound like the type. I'm profiling you. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. I only accept that from you. I accept being profiled from Star himself.
Yeah.
I just want to say that the guy who called in before, the black guy from Brooklyn, who wanted to speak about basketball and be like real condescending, that he must hate white. He must hate his own kind of athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sound white. He's hating on white players. Why would first of all, if I was anybody in the hierarchy of the NBA, you think I'm a drug test the white man before the black man? Is you crazy? Yeah. I know that the black man makes more money for my team or my organization than anybody, right?
Yeah.
But who's more reputable?
Yeah.
Huh? It ain't Ja Morant.
Sir, the Ja Morant story is old news right now. We've got Shawn Kemp busting shots on video. Did you see the video, sir? That's my question.
No. I don't even keep up with basketball
right.
enough to even give or see or know who that is.
Well, you called in wanting to critique an earlier caller. I don't need people to do that. I need basketball guys right now. I've said that early. I'm looking for sports aficionados. Thank you for calling, sir.
No. I mean,
thank you for calling, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Give me a second. I'm in a great place. I'm in a great space. Oh, I just got email this morning. 4 station sweepers for shot97.com. Fire! Fire! DJ Alias will be uploading those station sweepers along with the news sweepers somewhere around 6 p.m. And then we've got more station sweepers coming Monday. I have not done the official launch yet. I'm still tweaking the press release. We're going to add 10 more drill songs Saturday morning. The analytics are nice and steady. People are listening and letting the music play. So I wanted to say that, okay? I'm in a great place, great space. Hold on a second. Okay, who's tapping in here? Brothel. Is it Brothel? Bori. How do I say the name? Borhai Designs. Emailed you my design. Please check it. Okay, thank you. I will check out your design. Thank you for your donation. Sorry I screwed up your name. Okay. I'll check that out after the show, okay? Wicked Hebrew, thank you for tapping in. Fat Joe is the Puerto Rican Rory. I don't want to keep going to Fat Joe. He's got the right to say whatever he says, but just, him, getting at Ja Morant's father. Who is he? Fat Joe spent a decade, if not more, beefing with Rockefeller. How long did he spend beefing with 50 Cent? This is the wrong guy to be talking about anybody's father. Should be doing this and should be doing that. But again, I'm gonna leave it alone. Area code 860. Good afternoon. Are you there?
Hey, what's going on, Star? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Shawn Kemp. Huh?
Yeah.
Dumping the steel.
I have to say about Shawn Kemp, I mean, he licked off some shots. He maybe should have let the police handle it. I don't know what's going to come from that, but the LeBron James situation, I'm actually very familiar with the guy making the accusations, Chael Sonnen.
Go ahead.
He's from the MMA world. That's
Yes.
like kind of my field.
Okay.
And he be clout chasing, Star. Like, he says stuff for clicks and views, so, like, who knows if it's true.
Okay.
But there should be a little asterisk if it's proven. But, I mean, because it gives you more cardio, EPO. But, I mean, LeBron James, he's still very skilled. So,
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Well, listen, I want you to take your time because, I mean, I got a sense that he's a clout chaser, kind of like Jose Canseco. But I don't know. I mean, he's talking that talk about HCG and EPO, and he very nonchalantly said that he and LeBron James have the same dealer. He didn't even say allegedly. And then Andrew Schultz, as I'm sure you saw.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, did you see the video?
I didn't see the clip, but I read the quotes, and I'm up to speed of what he said.
Okay. Well,
and
hang
like
on.
I said, I'm very familiar with Chael Sonnen.
Hold on. Andrew Schultz did not say allegedly. He didn't try to distance himself or his platform from this guy's statements. So, I'm just reporting what was said, but you say this guy's a clout chaser. And when did he fight John Jones? Was that 2 years ago or a year ago? I forget.
It's been a while. I mean, he got pretty much washed by John Jones. Those two have a beef. They're always going back and forth. But the Chael Sonnen character, he has a history of something with real estate fraud.
Okay.
This is on record, so he's known to. Like I say, he be capping, Star. So, I mean, it's very common. But here's the thing. Does he open himself up to a lawsuit by making these claims and they're unproven?
You told me.
I think it's possible. So here's the thing. Chael Sonnen is not a dumb guy, so maybe there's some truth to his statements. I mean, I guess we'll find out. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's aware that he could be sued.
Yeah. That's why I'm reporting it. I have a source. I wouldn't just sit here and pull this out of the goddamn sky. I got a source.
Right.
And the source did not say, hang on. The source did not say allegedly. And again, Andrew Schultz did not say allegedly. They're just sitting here talking and yucking it up. But go ahead. I'm going to Google while you're talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, yeah, like I said, Chael Sonnen, I mean, he's not a dumb guy, but definitely anybody that's familiar with him on his MMA platform, he be capping a lot for clicks and views. So I don't know. I mean, as far as like the drug use in the NBA, I know they have like policies against steroids and stuff like that. And I'm sure a lot of guys are sneaking stuff in their system. But if LeBron gets caught, I mean, he gets got, and there's definitely going to be an asterisk, next to his like career and legacy. But I still think he's one of the most skilled to ever play the game, regardless.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just asking the question because this guy, again, and the year I'm talking about, 2013, when John Jones and Sonnen fought, was that their only matchup?
That's their only fight. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he lost in the first round to John Jones. I saw that.
Yep. Oh, and another thing to note with that Sonnen, like he's used tons of steroids. Like he openly admits it. So he definitely will have the connections.
Yeah. And again, I'm not trying to in any way, shape, or form say LeBron James is he's just a product of steroids. No, but if this is if this is found to be true, does this change his legacy and him being the all-time leading scorer? Does that change at all? Like Barry Bonds being the home run king?
I mean, it definitely affects your performance because like EPO increases red blood cells and it just like boosts your cardio so you could go longer and harder. And it's hard to detect too. It's like it gets out of your system so quick. So unless if they know what to look for when they test you, they're not going to really find it in your system.
Okay.
So it's a sneaky thing like that.
Stay with me, sir. Stay with me. Are you yourself on the juice? I'm on Pharmasus 300.
No, never. I mean, just like over-the-counter stuff like creatine. Always been into fitness. I actually have an MMA background myself.
Okay.
Martial arts and stuff like that. So I'm very familiar with what these guys do.
How old are you, sir? How old are you?
42.
Once you hit 45, you may become a needle popper, respectfully. 45, that's the age.
I'm not going to lie. I've thought about it, though, hormone replacement therapy, but I don't know. I haven't went that route yet. So far, I'm okay.
Do you know what the effects of Pharmasus 300 are? I bang that shit, and I get with the girl, I rip that shit out the frame. Rip it out.
I mean, it works wonders, Star. I've heard like it gives guys like a new lease on life when they get older. Your sex drive goes up.
Heaven. It's heaven. It's heaven.
Nice. Yeah, but don't you got to stay in that stuff forever, Star?
No. Listen, sometimes I take 30.
Oh, you can get off?
Listen, I get off with no problem. I take 30 days off, 60 days off. But you know what? I just, you take an injection, you're focused.
Right, yeah.
I'm 58, but now you're on the creatine. What do you do? What else do you do? Creatine, whey-bolic, ripped fuel, shit like that? What do you do?
Creatine, whey protein, BCAAs. I mean, just safe stuff over the counter.
You're gonna get tired of all that shit at some point. You say, man, what is this? I need more. I need an extra kick. A little more spunk. And then whammo! And
I got you.
Whoa! Shit!
We'll see what happens as I get a little bit older. We'll see.
All right, so hey man, before you go, do you know anything about Shawn Kemp or not? If not, don't worry about it.
I mean, like again with the Shawn Kemp thing, I mean, he's probably gonna get a slap on the wrist. I mean, he has money. I think it's kind of crazy that he chased the person down like by pinging the cell phone. He probably shouldn't have took it in his own hands, but I don't know. He's probably going to get a slap on the wrist. That's what I think. He's not going to do no jail time.
No, I don't think so. But, hey, man, thanks for the call. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
thanks, sir.
DJ Dooyah, where are you, homie? Oh, wait a second. Are you on the line? Wait a minute. That's my nigga right there. Area code 845. DJ Dooyah in the building.
What's good, Star? How we doing today?
Hey, man, Shawn Kemp, did you see the video?
Yes, sir, I did. I saw it bright and early this morning, too.
Broad daylight.
I had to send, I had to send it to my best friend that was his favorite basketball player growing up. I was like, look what your man is doing, bro. Come on, man.
Okay, so now was he defending himself or was he just, wilding? What was he doing?
I think it was, I'm speculating here. I think it was one of these fans was talking fly to him probably and saying he wasn't, he was fat, overweight back when he played.
Right.
Yo, I'm going to show you how fat I am. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, now, do you think that they may have waved the blicky at him and then he had to react? If you wave a gun at me, I'm dumping on you. If you wave it,
oh yeah,
I'm dumping on you.
Especially if I'm holding, absolutely.
Yeah. I have to. You threatened my life. Paka, 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 paka. Right into the car. I don't give a fuck who's in the car with you. Go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, I just would have wished. I saw the video. I wish there was a different angle or something, but it definitely looked like it could have been Shawn Kemp it was far away in the video, but it looks like it could have been his big ass.
Well, he was arrested. So
Okay.
It's not a
So
mystery.
Then,
It's not a mystery. He was arrested. Yeah. So, hey man, your banner's in the community section. Is your wrench working in the live chat?
Yes, sir. Yep, it was working when I was on the live chat a little bit earlier.
Okay. And I'm gonna get you in the showrunner definitely tomorrow. I want you to tell me exactly what you want in that showrunner. Okay.
Definitely.
Right.
I'll call in tomorrow.
So also, with regards to LeBron James, any thoughts? I mean, that's not really my main story, but he has been accused of using performance enhancement drugs. Been accused.
That guy that I'm not really, I'm more of a basketball, football guy when it comes to sports, and so I'm just learning really about MMA and stuff. But I know that guy, that Kale Sonnen guy, he's always capping and trying to get clickbait and stuff like that. Okay. And of course, if you want to do that, you go for the top of the food chain, which is LeBron James, especially the year that he had as far as breaking the all-time scoring record.
Okay. Good to talk to you, man. Keep me posted if you need something, all right? I appreciate your support.
Yeah, got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll email you because I still wanted to see if you wanted to do that interview with that artist.
I'm waiting for those links from her IG page. Let's get that cracking.
I sent that to you. I sent it to you last week, I believe.
Pardon me. Can you resend it and I'll respond? You have my word today.
Yep, no doubt.
Thank you. Okay.
Have a good show, bro.
You too. Thank you, man. Okay. DJ Dooyah tapping in. An afternoon question for you, folks. Are demons on your frequency? Just a thought. Hang on a second. I got a tweet from Deeds. Sources close to Kemp told Fox 13's David Rose that he had property stolen. Yes, we know about the so-called property stolen from his car on Tuesday. Tracked his iPhone to Tacoma. Oh, wait. Okay, yes, we know all this. When he approached the vehicle, a suspect shot at him. Yes, we got that, Deeds. Alleged stolen property. We reported earlier in the broadcast here that he may have been fired upon first. I'm just speculating, putting a little sauce on it. I don't know if Shawn Kemp was on that powder, on that O.J. Simpson shit. Yo, y'all got my shit. I got the money. You charge me interest, It's a rough one. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I'm not up to speed. Hold on a second. Someone just sent me a link. I don't want to mention that until I can see it right in front of me, okay? Newt got your donation. Kemp was shooting back at Ja Peekaboo, okay? Why wouldn't he call the police? If you tracked down who you think stole your property, why wouldn't you call the police? Well, why risk your life? Run down on somebody with a goddamn blammer, you know? Taking that type of risk. Area code 207. Good afternoon. Good evening. 207.
Good afternoon, Star.
Hey, how are you, man? It's cracking.
Not too bad, not too bad. Knock your bias on the check-in.
Okay. Where you want to start, man?
I can start with the question on hand. Are demons on your frequency?
Please. Just a thought I had this morning.
Personally, I will say yes, and I do my best to avoid them.
Okay. Continue.
I pick up on that negative energy, and I just avoid that by all costs.
Might you be the one giving off the negative energy and you get back what you put out there?
I thought about that as well, but the people that I choose to surround myself with, the energy is all positive, and it isn't that what I choose to avoid.
Okay.
So I can't come to that conclusion. Not necessarily saying that I'm, that good of a person, but I do, like I said, I do my best to try to avoid negativity.
Okay. Are you familiar with physics, the natural science that studies matter?
Educate me.
Well, I mean, I've dabbled over the years, and I had a beautiful Jamaican gal. She was highly educated. I loved her vocabulary, and she had some fire pussy too, But she was a coke whore. But she introduced me to physics and other things, and she made my mind wander and research things. So when I'm asking about frequencies, I'm not just grasping at straws here. I think that there may be something, not necessarily a godlike creature, but something by way of energy and physics and quantum physics, quantum mechanics that pulls certain people to us or intertwines us with them. Now, we say, I don't want that negative shit around me, but maybe you're the one that's negative. I can admit, sir, in the 80s, I was that low-life piece of shit, and I realized this through many things and this woman's assistance. And that's part of the reason why I had no problem telling on people and sending people to the penitentiary. I said, hey, you're a piece of shit, and I'm a piece of shit. And you belong in the penitentiary. Your family's there. You'll be like having a reunion. Me, I got to get back on the block and get this coke.
You were smart and recognize your own. And look at where you are.
Maybe I was demonic.
Who's to say you're not?
Who's to say? But now let's let you answer the question. Are demons on your frequency, and are you a demon, sir? Keep it real.
I have my good and bad days.
We're listening. We're listening, sir.
Like I said, I try not to surround myself with negative energy, and I try not to be a bad person, but there are times in which that side of you have to come out to have the peacefulness that you really want to have.
Do you wear a crucifix around your neck, sir?
No, but I EDC.
Continue.
I'm not a man of fate. I believe in my own.
Sounds like horse shit, but go ahead. Sounds like horse shit. Respectfully.
take that.
Yeah.
Try to do more good than bad. Believe in my own. Don't follow anyone. And give respect and don't take any disrespect.
Have you ever choked a bitch because she had some fire pussy and she tried to leave you?
Not yet.
I don't believe you, but thank you for the call. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. That nigga straight capping. I enjoyed the call, though. Anybody in that live chat, keep it real. Ever choke a bitch because she had the fire pussy and she tried to leave? Bitch! Where you going? And you just jumped on her. As she was turning the doorknob to leave the apartment, you just lunged on her. Are you the demon? People always talk that goofy shit. Yeah, like negative energy around me. Area code 346. We're having a nice research show here. Would you care to chime in? 346. 012. Yes, no, maybe?
Hey, salute, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Salute, sir.
Peace, black man. Ashe.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hotep, free the land. Yes, sir.
I already salute to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Man, Shawn Kemp, bro.
Come on.
It's kind of weird to me because, you know, first of all, he didn't call the police, right? So you want the police to handle that if it's stolen properly. But he took matters into his own hands. So my thing is about the video and everything that he spent the block to dump the gun. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think that's what happened, and that's what I've seen. I think that's why he's pretty much in trouble, because you busting at somebody and then you hiding a weapon and trying to hide from your mistakes and whatever you know what I'm saying, got yourself into. That's my thing with the situation. How you feel about that, bro?
Can I ask how old you are, sir? And please don't call me a brother. That offends me. How old are you, sir?
Oh, okay. My bad.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I'm 30.
30. Sir, them old niggas from my generation, a lot of them niggas was on that powder, and some of them, they relapse and they get oh yeah, they get out there and they start trying to relive the glory days, and their bodies can't take that rush like it used to. A lot of them old niggas got clogged arteries, heart valves is fucked up, and the equilibrium is different, and they start seeing shit, hearing shit, you know, fuck around.
Yeah.
Them old niggas start to pawn in shit. You know, it's just a theory. Shawn Kemp may have pawned some shit, ran out of money, pawned some shit to whoever was in the vehicle. Thus, the reason why he didn't go to the police. It don't involve the police in no type of business like this. Go to get the shit and then try to tell them, yo, I had the money, you know, what's today? I had the money Saturday. They said, nah, old nigga, I'll fuck with you back in the days, but I need that paper now. He gets pissed off, you know, start cursing, I'll smack fire at you. Then a young nigga say, you gonna smack who, old nigga? Pow! What do you think of that?
Hey man, I got uncles, so I know what it is. So right. I know I truly understand, you know, your mentality about that. So my thing is, we in 2023, so guys got camera phones and everything like that, right. And they, you know, they got their eyes on you. So you still want to move smart if you're in that situation. But that's just my perspective on it.
No, stay with me. We're having a good, respectable conversation. Are you in front of a computer, a laptop, or something?
Am I on a computer, laptop? No, sir.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to Google something here. You ever heard the name Huey Newton?
Huey Newton? I'm familiar with him, yes, sir.
Huey P. Newton.
Huey Newton, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Huey Newton, yeah. He died in 1989 fucking around with some drug dealers. They clapped his ass. But now, you know, he was a pioneer with the Black Panthers, you know, out there in Oakland. Yeah.
Right.
Clapped him. You know, back in 1989, pardon me. I think they shot him in the alley, you know, fucking around, talking crazy to the dealer. You know, they say, hey, old nigga, you know, you was the man back in the late 60s, but come on, man. You owe me money. You talking about smacking who? Pow!
Yep.
Google that when you get time. Huey P. Newton. Shawn Kemp could have been on the same shit, all right?
Gotcha.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Gotcha. Can I say something about LeBron James though?
Yeah, please. Go ahead, man. Please, LeBron James.
Okay, yeah. Just be able to be real quick. I think LeBron James should sue old boy for defamation of character because you coming out with all this.
I think so.
You know, you did this, you did that, and
Right.
if you don't have no evidence behind it,
Right.
you know, I think LeBron James should put his foot down
Yeah.
and handle that.
Yeah.
And show everybody else don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. If you coming at me, don't mess with me.
Right, right.
You know,
Unless it's true.
people.
If it's true, you better not sue.
Yeah,
better not sue.
But yeah, you better not sue. And I think that's the thing that everybody's looking at because if LeBron James just brushing off his shoulders saying it ain't, you know, oh, he's just a peon to me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about it. You still gonna have people in the mindset thinking like it could be true, possibly.
Yeah. Thanks for the call, man.
That's what I got, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, we're having a good discussion this afternoon, folks. Yes, we are. Check out one of my sponsors, EasyBladeShavingProducts.com. Okay, John Flowers. Okay. Thank you, John. Troy G got your donation. One of my chicks back in the day loved Kemp's dirty socks. I hope she's watching his demise. Oh, as dementia sets in on him. Kick a nigga while he's down. That's a whole fact. I feel the same way you feel about, I feel that way about Bobby Brown. How you feel about Shawn Kemp. Whenever I see Bobby Brown, I smile. That nigga, he's all fat and congested. Talks like that. I've told this story before. He threw her shit in the hallway of a hotel. I was trying to pimp on the bitch. She went with him one night. Didn't give me the fucking money. He threw her shit out in the hallway, smashed her, and the bitch came back to me broke. Oh, I flipped the fuck out. Spanky Big Head got your donation. Shawn Kemp was not known for being the sharpest knife in the box, so I can see him approaching that car. Yeah. Who else sent the donation here? Hold on, guys. Hey, Yada Bear, do you want to call in? FBJ speaking straight facts. Shawn Kemp seems like the type that was tired of the disrespect. And that was the last straw. The NBA tests these guys randomly about 6 to 9 times. So if he is taking something, she's talking about LeBron, it would have been out. Yada Bear, do you want to call in? Just send me an email and say, hey, I'm on the line, star. Yada Bear from Left-Handed down in Sports Talk. Good to hear from you, Yada Bear. Okay, hold on, guys. Gemstar got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Star openly brags about gripping up on mammies in Publix. What? But has a problem with a man from the same era dumping on niggas who stole from him. I don't grip up on mammies in Publix. The mammy in Publix, her and I have great conversations, jousting matches, if you will. It's the water boys I grip up on. It's them little water boy niggas. I grip up on them. But thank you for your donation. I don't have a problem with Shawn Kemp. I'm just not buying the story, necessarily that, he was in the right. He's got a history here, in case you don't know. But thank you for your donation, Gemstar. Area code 727. Good afternoon. 727, are you there?
Yes, good evening, Star. How you doing there, my friend?
Yes, sir. How are you? Where do you want to start? Research show.
Yes, I'm going to make this very short and very sweet. Okay. First off, the reason I listen to you is because I appreciate your perspective on everything that goes on.
Thank you.
Second thing is Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp is from our era.
Yeah.
just to give you a perspective, I was the coat checker at Love People, so that'll give you an understanding.
Say that again.
Shawn Kemp.
Say that again. Coach where?
I was the coat checker at Love People off of Empire.
Oh, okay. Empire Boulevard in Brooklyn.
There you go. Empire
Boulevard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Lincoln Road, Flatbush.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Shawn Kemp is like in our era. He takes care of things for himself, because as you know as well as I know, a black man calling the police is kind of like like suicide, and the way we see it.
Okay.
So thinking like him, I'm saying, well, look, he don't want to call the cops. He's going to take care of himself. You go, you see who you need to see, and handle your business.
Okay.
I don't think he intended for it to, end up the way it did.
No.
But it did, so now he's going to have to deal with that. Moving away from that, LeBron. A lot of people called in earlier and they say, look, if this situation was an issue, it would have been brought out sooner. I agree. I think folks are just capping because now, he's kind of like on top of the mountain. And as you know, crabs in the barrel, they're going to try to bring him down.
Well, hang on a second. I like your approach and your execution, but let me ask you a question now. Is it fair to say that to some degree, LeBron James has saved basketball? When Magic Johnson and Larry Bird came into the league, they revolutionized it. They gave it new life. The NBA wasn't always the money-making machine that it is now. And Larry Bird and Magic Johnson came in with sneaker deals, the great rivalries, and Magic had such a great personality. I mean, I met him. He's just a nice guy. They revolutionized the game, especially by way of the corporate world. So here we have LeBron James. No, he's not that mean, nasty dictator that Jordan was. And this is where I do
Exactly.
And this is where I do give LeBron credit. I mean, he's corny, but it works. It works. If he says something people don't like, he immediately backtracks and tries to make it all better. So, if this is a big if, I have no knowledge, no proof. If he is on performance enhancement drugs, would those things not be enough to make the powers that be overlook it? Well, yeah, maybe he might be shooting between his toes or, injecting something into his thigh area. But the guy helps us make not millions, billions. What do you say to that?
And this is why I listen to you, because I always like your perspective.
Go ahead.
I would also say that LeBron is a lifeline.
Right.
He's a lifeline.
Yeah.
So that being the case, some things are going to be overlooked more so than others.
Yeah.
See, he's not the Ye of our times. He's not kicking up dust and making a big hoopla. He's doing what he's doing. Now, given 90% of the people who play basketball, football, whatever the case may be, they didn't get into it to be role models. They got into it to get the bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, because they're in the public eye, most people try to, put them into this on a pedestal. But really, they're not. They're normal people like you and me. They have a history.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because of the history, they're going to deal with things a certain way. Not everybody's going to appreciate it. Not everyone is going to agree with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's their life.
Right.
We have our own lives. That's their life. They got to do what they're going to do for themselves.
Yeah.
I
hear you loud and clear. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish up. I'm sorry.
Yes. And that's basically what I have to say about that. To each his own. We are not in his shoes. He puts on his own shoes. He puts on his own pants. I put on my own shoes and my own pants, and I'll be darned if somebody come and tell me how to do what I'm doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
I hear you. I appreciate the call,
and
man.
lastly, Star.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You finish.
Yeah. Lastly, as far as do we have demons on our frequency? I'm going to say yes, we do.
Okay.
We have both what we would consider demons And if you want to say angels, as in angelic, as in better than demons, we have both. And I say that because this is a situation. When you find yourself in a corner, you are liable to do anything to protect yourself or your family. Other than that situation coming to fruition, you can be the nicest guy in the world, the most pleasant person, never swear, never curse, never do anything.
Right.
But you put that person in a situation, you're going to see a totally different person come out.
Totally
and you'll
different.
see the demons
Totally
that you never, ever want to see.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Thank you for your call. Thank you.
And I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Salute. Yeah.
All right.
I've been there willingly. I can tell you exactly when. The 80s. Penitentiary? I ain't got time for that shit. That was my position, my outlook. Penitentiary. I saw Manhattan, if I can just go left here for a second, I saw Manhattan as such a beautiful big vagina. New York City, Manhattan. Penitentiary? What did I do? Okay, I steered a sail. Back in those days, you could get you definitely get arrested, but steering, if somebody asks you for drugs and you walk them up the block and you walk them, to the dealer, you help them find what they were looking for. Steering, that's a charge. You get caught doing that too many times with some other stuff, conning, flim-flamming, all that. I was doing all that shit. It's low-level shit. 3 to 6. I ain't got time for that. I'll give you a couple of these niggas. I'll give you this nigga's auntie. She sells guns on 153rd. in Riverside Drive, apartment 6G. Fuck out of here. Hold on a second. Okay, wait a minute. Area code 817. Who am I speaking to? Is that one of my sponsors?
Yes, sir. Peace and prosperity be to you, Star. This is Father Hassan.
Good to hear from you, man. Let me get your information on the screen. Pow, there you go. And I have your book right here. Where do you want to start? Let's give you the
I want to start with the demons thing, man. Once again, I want to say thank you for bringing up such excellent subjects. The frequency, the whole concept about frequency in the Holy Bible of Canaan speaks on this very subject.
Oh, does it?
Demons actually come from us. We create demons in the land of the living by the things we are tempted by and by the things that we do. And then when we pass away or we die, we are attracted to certain living descendants. We become the ancestors. And believe it or not, ancestors are demons. And it's a frequency thing. So let's say, for example, you have an old uncle that used to drink and party and do dirt and do dirty stuff. Well, this is exactly what happens. That old uncle would be attracted to a descendant, a young man or a young woman who has that low frequency. So, yes, frequency attaches us to certain what we call demons, if that makes sense.
I'm listening to you, and on the screen, folks, this is one of my sponsors, and he's written this book that I just showed you, and I've promoted this in the past. And so you have in this book, if you can email me the chapter, I'll check it out. But let me ask you this. Reincarnation, do you subscribe to that at all?
I absolutely know for a fact that reincarnation is true. Absolutely.
If you say so. In what form? In the physical form? In the spiritual form? What form?
Yes, in the physical form. We must come back. And some of us may come back based on our karmatic value. Some of us may even come back as animals based on the things that we did in our prior lives, believe it or not. We can come back. We don't have to come back as human.
Could you come back as a pencil sharpener or a glass? I'm not laughing. I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what?
Hang on. Could you come back as a pencil sharpener or a Pirelli tire? If you believe to reincarnation.
No. You got to come back.
Why not?
As the living, and it's the only way to come back. But there are many frequencies.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
You said you know for a fact that how it whatever comes back. So why can't you come back as a tablecloth or a coffee mug? Why does it have to be a living mammal or animal creature?
Okay. Well, because here's the thing. It's a balance of sorts. So what you put into it is what you get back from it. And there are certain levels that we can go to before you get out of the land of the living. A pencil sharpener is not living, and so forth and so on. The things that you're speaking of is not actual living things. But I've seen, and I've
says who, sir? Hang on. Says who? Who says a wine bottle is not living? You subscribe to the theory of God. God is all things.
Not necessarily in the way you might think.
Well, I'm just asking the question. God is all things. God is everywhere. This could be God. This microphone, this fly ass hill figure I'm wearing, this whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be God. God's work. Who's
I don't
to
subscribe
say?
to God in that context. But I have heard of that context. God is omnipresent, is what you're speaking of.
Bingo.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that. I believe God is more of a title given to individuals who had more advanced technology than we did when they first came here. And they called them gods. Yeah.
Came here from where, sir? Came here from where?
Well, came here, according to Zachariah Sitchin and
hang on. I'm enjoying the conversation. Let's not necessarily go to scriptures or different books. Just off the top.
Okay.
Based upon physics and science and quantum physics, came from where? How do you know it didn't evolve from here, from the dust on this rock that we are on?
Well, because there were actual encounters that were written on the walls that said that beings came from the sky, so to speak, and they came down with different technologies. And they were only advanced in their weaponry and their technology, and we couldn't deal with these individuals, and they were called gods. So a lot of times people ask me, where's your source? Where's your source? So that's the only reason why I brought up Zachariah Sitchin, and I was about to bring up a couple of more, but a lot of people like to ask, where's your source? Where's your source? So they wouldn't think I was making this up.
Well, now, hang on. Some of the people that you're referring to, those writings, those hieroglyphics and other things, some of them were high on camel shit, yes?
Yes, they were definitely irie at times, but
well, hang on. They had to consume the camel shit sometimes to stay alive out there in the goddamn desert. They would literally drink the camel piss, and eat the camel shit to survive. So they're eating gases that could, mess with your mind, and therefore they would assume things and have these spiritual encounters. I'm being serious as colon cancer. They used to literally eat the camel shit, yes, to stay alive.
As a matter of fact, when I made my Umrah, I went to Mecca and I made my Umrah. I've heard of this, but here's the thing: when you got encounters and you got the documentation, whether it was on the walls or in tablets or in ancient tablets, in different lands, in different continents, of beings coming from another place, these beings is where the gods actually came from. They were never no gods. They were just individuals with higher advanced technologies. And as a matter of fact, these technologies that we have with the internet and the television and from the microwave, all of that technology existed way, 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 way before the 1600s. They just finding out in this day and age how to use a lot of the technology that they found a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. I can go back even further without having to reference scriptures. Do you know that the Africans used to wash their faces and bleach their hair in cow urine?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do that for spiritual and bacterial purposes of protecting themselves from bacteria.
They were cleaner than we are now, more than likely. We take showers, we put on expensive cologne and fucking perfume, and our bodies are more accepting to disease and all sorts of shit. But the original man and the females, you know, the African females that are the mothers of creation, they would, as I just said, wash their faces in cow urine, stuff like that, and stand under an ox, you know, and put that stuff in their face. They were cleaner than we were, yes?
Well, I wouldn't say cleaner than we are. They had just became more harmonized with the bacteria of the air. I'm not trying to wash my face with no piss. I disagree with that. 1,000%. No, I'm good.
Well, hang on. Just hypothetically speaking, and I don't do hypotheticals, but let me throw this at you. In order for them to survive, not just the elements, but the other creatures that were trying to devour them and kill them off, they had to be of a certain type of elite hygiene, because
that's right.
Because water was not as plentiful. So you know, I mean, I'm a fucking dumb dropout, but you know, there's something in that cow piss and the other things that they used to utilize that made them sustain throughout time. Go ahead and finish up, please.
No, that's absolutely. Matter of fact, you know, it's interesting that you bring them up because I'm headed to Kenya, and that's one of the areas. I think it's the Maasai tribe.
Okay.
They also poke a small hole in the neck of the cow and drank the blood right there on the spot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they've been doing this for centuries, but it's all primitive. Yeah, and we have penicillin. You know, we have different things now that are more technically advanced, and we don't have to do those things. But you know, I just want to drop one hint of knowledge, and I want everybody to get prepared for this.
Go ahead.
Judgment will start for America on April the 8th of 2024.
Let me write this down. This is what you're saying. Judgment.
This is what I'm saying. And it will be a significant thing that takes place on April the 8th of 2024. America is about to be judged first.
Okay.
And I'm trying to, and using your platform to first bring this out.
Okay.
I've been holding back on actually sharing this with individuals, but right now, America is being bombarded with PTSD. Everybody in America has PTSD, believe it or not.
Okay.
And it's driving us crazy. We're losing our minds. And if we don't change, if something don't change, believe it or not, y'all going to be mad at me for saying this, but if Trump don't get back in the office, if Trump don't get back in the office, this country is going to hell real fast.
Okay. Hey, man, good to talk to you. And is your wrench working in that live chat so you can promote your book?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you an email and see how to get that done.
Okay.
Because you said send an email, right?
Yeah, send an email, man. We'll get that cracking. Great talking to you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
and prosperity.
Absolutely. Peace and prosperity. He said we're going crazy. I think we're already crazy. All the mixed breeding over the centuries has contributed to us going crazy. The Africans, who I've said are the aliens. The Africans. They were brutal, but they weren't crazy. They knew what they were doing when they built those goddamn pyramids. They knew exactly what they were doing. They didn't have the technology and the tools that we have today, but they built them. They built them in a way that they would last. For how long? I don't know. You and I will be dead. long before they crumble or maybe still stand. I don't know. We're already crazy. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I'm going to take a break. We're going to continue the show. Okay, thank you, Slap. Yeah, we're going to come back to all that Mexican stuff. You know, I want to focus on Shawn Kemp. Oh, Blade says, nigga, we both know you did more than just staring. Yeah, I've admitted to this, Blade. This is not new. If you're new to this show, I grew up idolizing the Rooster. Not because he was a pimp, but he was the guy that used to give information to Beretta. Anybody ever heard of Beretta? Huggy Bear. Because he was giving information to Starsky and Hutch. So when I got to New York City, those were the, I don't want to say role models because they weren't role models, but those were the guys I said, well, shit. The Rooster worked with the police, so did Huggy Bear. What the fuck am I going to do? Go up north to Comstock, Dannemora, Greenhaven, chill with niggas, talk all that jail shit. I got my paperwork together, now I'm up on the tier. I got all my cookies and my chips stacked up. I mean? Fuck out of here. Guys, I'm going to take a break. Please make sure you send a small donation to Deeds. She does not ask, but Deeds keeps this machine rolling along with Miss Toya and others, okay? Deeds is the reason why you're able to talk crazy in that live chat. She don't block nobody, but if you're spamming and trying to fuck up business, she will get you out of there. And I'll be right back. Don't you move. Okay, Boss Hawk back in the building. Doing a research show this afternoon, early evening. I'm getting text messages. Let me turn this phone down. And we've gone off the rails a bit to have some different conversations, and I'm enjoying them, okay? Right now, please make sure you check out Skylar Saunders. He's got a brand new banner somewhere. I got to find that. Skylar sponsors quite a bit of these particular shows that we do in the afternoon, these research shows. So please go show that man some support. Tell him I sent you, okay? All right. Shawn Kemp is what we're talking about. Former NBA great. I read his information earlier. In case you don't know who he is, this was the guy who was, I'm just going to say he was a highlight master. You know, I didn't see him play too much. I was busy when he was doing his thing in the NBA. I mean, I paid attention as much as I could, but I remember his name ringing bells. Nicknamed Fat Man. He was a 6-time NBA All-Star and a 3-time All-NBA second-team member. Okay. Let me read some of his other credentials here before we get back to the show. Career history, 1989 to 1997, Seattle Supersonics, 1997 to 2000, Cleveland Cavaliers, 2000 to 2002, Portland Trail Blazers, 2002 to 2003, Orlando Magic. And I spoke earlier about him trying to make a comeback, but that didn't happen with the Dallas Mavericks, okay? 6-time NBA All-Star, I said that. McDonald's All-American, 1988. Highly decorated. Okay. Now, I don't want to assume he was just out there, you know, relapsing on the powder, but he didn't call the police. He tracked down something that was stolen out of his vehicle, supposedly, and ripping shots. The video's out there. You can see it. I didn't want to post it in my community section. Brandon, I got your donation. He says, great show, star LOL. Thank you, Brandon. I ramble in the mornings and the afternoons. I talk to myself, as do a good amount of people, and I answer myself. Some people say, oh, as long as you don't answer yourself, you're okay. No, I answer myself. I come to conclusions. Area code 917. Good afternoon. Are you there? 917, doing research?
Hey, Star.
Hey.
It's John Flowers.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
Hey, nothing much, Star. Thank you for taking my call, and I'm sorry for that long-winded email I sent you the other night. I was
quite
listening.
All right.
I was listening.
Come on.
I was listening to the show. But I was watching the Nets game at the same time, and I didn't want to call in during the game, so I said, let me send you the email, and then we could chop it up. But but yes, thank you again for the opportunity, for lending me the platform and the opportunity to promote. So what I sent you was we're having a what we're doing is we're giving back to the community. We're offering free headshot sessions for people that are, you know, from a certain. We're looking for content creators. We're looking for new actors, new comedians, new models, small business owners. And the reason why we're looking for that class of people, we want to give them an opportunity to have better headshots or just a headshot in general.
Right.
And again, just that class of people. So 3 to 5 minute sessions. The location is at an undisclosed location in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So what we're doing now is we're receiving emails and inquiries from certain people. Of course, they have to go to my website. There is a waiver, a release form there that they have to fill out.
Right.
And, you know, we'll look at the information and we'll reach out to those people. But on March 18th, for all that can hear me, if you are a content creator, you are a small business owner, a new actor, new model, new comedian, and you need a quality headshot for promoting on your website, for doing promotional ads, we are offering free headshots. We would like people to take advantage of the opportunity because once this opportunity is over, it's hard to get people to spend money what we would charge for headshots. So take advantage. Log onto my website, johnflowersphotos.com. Look for the media release form. Fill that out and come tap in with us. I'm partnering with a good friend of mine, Kenny Watts. We will be shooting these sessions out of his studio in North Brunswick, New Jersey. But again, we're going to keep the location, disclosed until we receive the So it'll be.
Now, hang on a second. I want to plug your platform because my audio goes on Spotify, so everybody can't necessarily see the screen. www.johnflowersphotos.com. Let me say that again, www.johnflowersphotos.com. Again, this is March the 18th from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. Free headshots, soft editing on all photos taken, master editing on one photo from the session live in studio, online web gallery where the remaining photos from the session can be viewed /downloaded. Yes?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, Star.
Yeah.
And I wanted what I also wanted people to know. Oh, no, and matter of fact, let me thank you.
Take your
Give
time.
you your flowers now.
Take your time.
I have been getting friend requests on Instagram.
Okay.
And I got a phone call, Star, yesterday by a gentleman. I'm not going to say his name.
Okay.
But he reached out to me, called my phone. I was at the day job, which I'm at right now.
Okay.
And he said, I forgot what he needed, but one of his children was looking for a photographer. I think his daughter.
Nice.
So I don't know if it was for headshots or whether it was a wedding or something like that. But I want to thank you because it's ringing bells. You're definitely you're definitely the person that can put that information out there. So
thank you, man.
Yeah. So that's it. I wanted to make sure I called in, and I'm going to start chiming in on some of these topics, but I did see Shawn Kemp in the parking lot with the blammer.
Kemp.
I'm like, oh no!
You saw
Not
the video?
The rain, man.
Did you see the video?
I did see the video, but he was. And then I think he tossed the gun in the bushes somewhere or something.
You know,
I saw another part of the video where the security guards are looking through some bushes for something. I don't know what they were looking for, but
the story's a little convoluted. I mean, we all hope it's not what we think it is. I don't know if Shawn Kemp is on the powder again, but it just doesn't sound like he should have handled this in the fashion that he did. Call the police. You're 53. You're not shooting a fade with nobody. You know, come on. If somebody's talking crazy to you, even if you're having a bad day, just roll the windows up, drive off, call the police, do something other than just ripping shots. Broad daylight. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I said, I'm gonna start calling it, of course, to use the platform for what you offer, and then also I'm gonna start chiming in on some of these topics, man. But I did want to tap in, man. Star, thank you so much for the opportunity, troll babies. And I gotta hit you with in the email because I cannot figure out how to get the wrench to work. So I'll email you shortly.
Do you have a YouTube channel? Send me a link to your YouTube channel.
Yes, I do. I do have a YouTube channel. I'll send that to you right now.
Do that now. Send that via email, okay?
Will do, sir.
Okay, take care, John. Bye. All right.
You too, Star.
All right, one of my sponsors, John Flowers. Hold on a second, guys. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Okay. Jermaine. Okay. Yeah, Jermaine, I can't recommend where to get Pharmacist 300 from. You got to search on the internet. It's steroids. I can't tell you where to go buy something illegal from. That's a charge. That's a charge. And I don't know if your body can even withstand it. You fuck around and die, start blaming me. Yeah, Star told me where to get it. Go to such and such a show. You can see right there. You wind up having a mild stroke or some shit. But thank you for your donation. Hold on a second. Okay, did I promote the Amari Brown show? Okay. Okay, I did promote the Black Agenda. The Black Agenda Movement, folks, .com. There's an event coming up here in the Atlanta metro area. I'm trying to get somebody to call in from that platform. I guess they've been a little busy. But I am here for you. I want to finish up, if anybody cares to, on this, topic of sorts. Are demons on your frequency? Who's to say if I'm right, I'm wrong, you're right? It's just a discussion, The theory of God, I asked the question months ago. Shaving products. Is your God a frequency? This was presented to me back in the mid-'80s, in case you're just now joining me, by a very educated, beautiful Jamaican gal. And because of her understanding, well, she went to some great schools in London, and she went to Oxford, 5 or 6 years older than me. And she was well-versed in quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and things like that. So she presented this to me. But she herself was also an atheist. Is your God a frequency? Okay. Let's go to area code 512. Good afternoon. Good evening. Are you there? Shawn Kemp, busting the blicky. Are you up to speed? 512. If not, I got to keep it pushing. I can't hold. You've got me on mute. Area code 647. Are you there? 647. Yes, no, maybe?
Salute, Star. Salute.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How's it going?
I'm doing good. So I want to comment on the devil topic.
Well, are demons on your frequency? People who are of a demonic nature. I don't believe that there is a quote-unquote devil or a god, but more so talking about your frequency, if that's what you want to address.
Okay. So
demons.
Yes, the demon could be in your frequency if you let it.
Okay. Okay.
So if you get control, if the demon can control you, that means you're psychologically weak.
I'm listening.
There's a few things that the demon likes, and I just wanted to list a couple of them. So the first one is,
please,
if you love this world too much, if you love this temporary life too much, is one of the things. Loving this world too much and forgetting your purpose in this world.
What is your purpose, sir? Do you know?
My purpose is to serve the higher being.
Oh. Okay. So you're mystified.
But
you're mystified.
Absolutely, yes, I am Muslim, yes.
No, mystified, not Muslim. Mystified.
Well, you can say it's mystified, but I don't think it's mystified.
Well, it's mystical, you know?
Sure. And what I was saying is once you forget why you're here is when the devil takes over you.
Okay. Are you yourself a demon, sir? Respectfully? Are you a demon?
I can be if I let it be on any day. You can wake up as a good person, but that could change the next day. You could be taken over by the devil. Mm-hmm. And I do believe that. Actually.
How do we know you're not the devil in disguise trying to trick us right now? Who's to say you're not a demon? Who's to say you're not?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
But never remember. My other one was if you're never remembering death. That's another stage. If you never remember death, that means the devil has a good grip of you. You have to remember death in order for you to let the devil stay away. So if you never get these these lessons every day when you wake up that death is coming upon all of us, that's another way you're letting the devil control you. So that's just another one. And another one, number 3 is...
Well, hang on a second, sir. Or you're consumed by the theory. You're mystical. That's what that equates to. Did Jesus die on the cross for your sins?
Jesus died because he had the truth.
That wasn't the question, sir. Sir, that wasn't the question. Did Jesus of Nazareth, the carpenter, Did he die on the cross for your sins? That's a question.
No, I don't believe that. No.
Okay. Was he nailed?
I think the Jews got brainwashed. I think the Jews got brainwashed to think that Jesus didn't have the truth, and I think that's why he was killed.
Jesus was a Jew, sir. You know that, right? He wasn't a Christian.
Well, Jesus wasn't Christian or Jewish, actually.
No, he was a Jew, sir. He was a Jew. That's a fact.
Respectfully, sir, I don't believe that.
Okay. Do you believe he died on a cross? Do you believe that?
No, I believe that's a Western thing, that he died on the cross.
Okay.
I don't think he died on the cross. I think that was something.
He actually died on a stake with his hands upright. They weren't extended. You do know that, right?
Would you say you believe in Jesus?
No. There's a strong possibility that he walked the earth, but his story was.
So
his story was very common at that particular. Hang on,
sir.
Hang on. Hang on. His story was a very common story at that time in history of Homo sapiens. Immaculate conceptions. He wasn't the only one who came from an immaculate conception during that period. But go ahead, you were saying? Go ahead.
No, we were going the same way. But no, I was saying, you said I might be the devil, but I think the real devil is the person that brings up topics like these, but we just don't know. Like you said before as well, like you don't belong to any religion, right? You're atheist.
Yeah. I could be.
So respectfully, sir, I think
I could be the devil, sir. I could be.
Yeah, I think you're the devil, man.
Yeah. What's the greatest trick the devil ever played?
I don't know about the greatest trick, but I do know.
Convincing the world that he didn't exist.
And the tricks that he does play is the tricks to your weakness. So if you like to do coke, he's gonna make you enjoy coke.
I've already admitted, sir, that in the 80s I was the demon. I attracted a certain type. Why do you think I don't like to go on Facebook? And those people from the 80s and the 90s, hey, Ali Kwan, or some of them know me as Angel. Yo, Angel, remember me? And I'm like, I don't want to reconnect with you. Go ahead, finish up.
I think you're African just like me, man.
Yes. Well, my African ancestors came from Algeria. And then they went into Naples.
Oh, we're pretty close. We're pretty close, man.
And then they went into Naples.
Yeah. Sir, I'm not FBA, and I'm not your brother. So I think that's a good way to start things.
All right.
I always hear FBA dudes always talking about brother. Nobody's your brother, man.
All right. Let's listen. Never mind that, man. We just had a good discussion about the frequency
but I was going to lead
demons.
Go ahead
and finish up.
I was segueing to Shawn Kemp because the reason why Shawn Kemp did all that was because of Mammy. Yep.
No. Shawn Kemp might be a demon.
Black man star.
No. Shawn Kemp might be a demon.
Yeah, he is. No, she is. I'm sorry. Mammy's destroying the black man.
Okay, yeah, well, that I agree with. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
No, because that's the reason why he was shooting, because Mammy was giving him a hard time because he runs a cannabis store too. It's called Kemp Cannabis.
Well, he's got 7 kids with Mammies, last I checked, or maybe most of them are Mammies.
You see?
Bingo.
Mammy's driving him crazy.
Bingo.
The pressures of Mammy is caving in.
I said that earlier in the broadcast. But hey, man, gotta go. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'll
Thank
call
you.
back in anytime, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right. Are demons on your frequency? Do you know the smell, the smile, the snicker of a demon? A second. I think we're done with this topic. We have thoroughly flushed this out. Yes? Guys, here's a new sponsor in my community section. Please go check out their YouTube channel on YouTube. Beautifully Toxic Show. Beautifully Toxic Show. Tell them I sent you, okay? Young ladies trying to get their weight up, and they go hard in the paint. Oh, they go hard in the paint. Make sure you tell them I sent you, okay? Hold on a second. Who's texting me? Big Elvis. Wait a minute. Elvis said, let me get some of this. Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg from Premium Black News. Good afternoon, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Big Elvis, the Chef.
Yes, sir.
Rosenberg. I'm here, Star.
Good to hear from you, man.
It's a great thing.
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
I've been in and out with the show.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's a good topic.
Okay.
I want to correlate your main topic, which is are demons on your frequency, to this ball player who did the shooting.
Well, the actual hang on, the Shawn Kemp, that's the main trending topic. And the other are demons on your frequency. That was just me this morning sipping coffee, doing what I do. But go ahead, you have the floor, Elvis the Chef.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to try to correlate them as quickly as possible to say that possibly we come into this reality or to this existence, right, by choice. And in this choice, it could be just an energy that keeps on repeating itself, or it could just be a literal, like you're waiting online to grab a meat suit down in this reality. And when you get here, there are terms and conditions before you get here, and you can choose your script, so to speak. And some people don't want to come here and just, come from a affluent family. They want some hardship and they want some drama.
Okay.
And a lot of these so-called demons and these frequencies are just part of these people's script. And if you're not aware that you can rewrite your script once you're here, you don't have to have the trajectory of the script. If you're not aware of the power you have to be able to change that script, then what happens is as you grow older, the things that stopped you from living in that script that changed you and diverted you, now you're in a mansion, now you're in a house. But then at some point, if you don't realize your power, the demons will come. And the demons will be on that page and on that frequency, so to speak, on that script, so to speak. And that's how you will find yourself at 57 years old having a shootout in the street.
Shawn Kemp is 53, to be precise. 53. That's what they're saying on news reports. But go ahead. You were saying? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I love how it's good to just have all the facts, That's how great your show is.
Okay.
I appreciate that. So what do you think about my jargon I just spilled just now?
Well, who the hell am I to say you're wrong? I'm just, mentally massaging this stuff, I can admit that during a period of time in my life, I was the demon. I attracted what I put out there, what I put out into the universe, and they came, they came. It was like I was calling them, by way of telepathy and a shapeshifter of sorts. Do you believe in telepathy and shapeshifting?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I think that if anyone can see, that's a great thing about being in this reality is that our thoughts are our true freedom, where no one could take away what we're thinking. Neither could someone get into our minds. Other than through body language and life experience, you can tell what a person is thinking, of course. But if you are able to think something about someone and they'll never know, and that's also part of that demon frequency where a person could be smiling in your face, because it's not the one who pushes you in front of the bus. It's the one who doesn't tell you it's coming that you have to really worry about.
Well, that's cute. That's cute. But, I admit that I was the demon. You've never been a demon in your existence, Big Elvis?
Never. Never. I'm David who got thrown into the lion's den, and when I came out of it, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be king, and I ain't bitching about what happened down there.
Okay. Anything else you want to mention by way of your platform? What's the last upload that you did on Premium Black News?
Premium Black News released 3 episodes. We did a 2-hour episode about you have to see it, and then we did a couple of trending topics with the gold digger challenge, with a girl jumps out of her car and runs to the other guy's nice car, talking about the guy she's with is just her friend. So we talked about that. Okay. We talked about some trending topics. That's Premium Black News on YouTube.
Okay.
Really good. So we're up to episode 60. So we've got 60 in the bank.
Nice. Good to talk to you, Elvis. Have a great day.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, tapping in. Greenleaf, got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. 346. Okay, thank you. Greenleaf, got your donation. We had a good conversation. Yes, we did. Okay, Blade, who apologized? Mexican drug cartel apologizes for deaths of kidnapped Americans. Okay. I'll have to look at that later to see if that, or to just really absorb that. But thank you, Blade. Yeah, listen, we're sorry. Shit got out of hand with the black people. You can still come down here. Tourism is that's our business. Everybody else will be okay. If you're white, you'll be all right. And come fucking around down here trying to make a connection, and you're just a black person from the South, you'll meet your fucking end. We're sorry. Shit got out of control. Village Boy got your donation. Boss nigga star, African alien nigga. Sir, those Africans, as I've said before, what a unique specimen. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Thank you, Village Boy, for your donation. Okay, someone, I'll get back to them later. Give me a second. One last call, guys. One last call. 443. It's too loud. I can't. 507, sit tight. I'll be right there. My last call. Sit tight. Okay, are you calling in, Village Boy? Okay, let me try and do this right now for John Flowers to see if this works. John, I'm going to my YouTube studio right now to see if I can figure this out for you, and I'm going to take this last caller. Area code 507, are you there? Good afternoon, early evening.
Yes, sir.
How are you, man?
Long-time listener, first-time caller. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Where do you want to start?
All right. So, Shawn Kemp, I'm not going to jump on him. I used to like him, but we're going to talk about the celebrity thing. Elvis was wrong about that. There is such thing as telepathy, so I agree with you 100%. But there is something he was speaking of where a typical human chooses their life before they're born. That is 100% true. I'm very well fluent in that particular subject. Okay. I teach astrology.
Okay.
Yes, you do choose your life before you're born. You can tweak a couple of things here and there. Okay. It's just like, when you do incarnate, you run into people and you're like, I feel like I know you from another, I feel like I know you forever, which is true because chances are you know them from another lifetime, or you were supposed to run into that person. So we incarnate in this world. And well, before we incarnate, after we pick out our storyline, you end up getting your memory wiped off so that you don't remember, so that we can live out the lessons that we were supposed to learn in this lifetime. So now everybody lives out a piece of their past lifetime before they are the age 28. Once you hit 28 and 29, everybody tends to go into a downward spiral because they're having they're actually moving forward with their life, the life that they're supposed to live past the age 30. So everything that he was saying is 100% true. I know a lot of people don't believe in astrology, but this thing it really does happen as long as you know how to read it. The thing is people don't understand it, they don't know how to read it, so they end up not believing in it, but yeah, that's all I really had to say. So I had to chime in on this topic.
Hang on a second.
Plenty of time.
Hang on. There are a good amount of people who do subscribe to astrology by way of mythology. I mean, that's been a huge, and still is, a huge business. Daily horoscopes and different radio stations have always, brought on people to give the horoscopes, and newspapers, if you will. And that's it's been a very a booming business over the centuries. If you ask me.
Yes, it is. I agree with it. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to hold you up too much. It's just
no. So there's no rush. Slow down. Are you yourself what would the word be? An elder? Are you a teacher? Are you a numerologist? Who am I talking to?
Yeah, I used to be a guru, but then I got tired of people just coming over to my place wanting for me to do their readings, and I was basically doing it for free. And it just got tiring, and looking at everybody's lifetime, past life, or their current life, or what's going to happen in the future. And for the most part, what I would give them advice like, hey, look, this is going to come up for you. Don't do this and don't do that. Nobody listens to me. Nobody takes heed. So when the tragedy happens, then they want to turn double back and call my phone. And it's like, hey, listen, I gave you the heads up, and it is what it is. But no, I'm 41. I just turned 41, and I'm in a small town just relaxing, and yeah, this is my topic. I love jumping when I hear people talk about it, because it's not the first time I heard.
Yeah, I got a sense of you being passionate about this, but now hold on a second. So this is your passion, astrology. You claim to know this field, and I'm not saying you don't, but is it fair to say you've never really benefited financially from it?
I never benefited financially, because I felt like, this is a gift from the universe, so everybody should be aware of it and share it. But then, like I say, people take it for granted, and it's like a waste of time. And it just started making me become very...
Can I chime in, sir? Can I chime in? It's not a waste of time.
Yes.
You're just not a shrewd enough businessman. You're not shrewd enough. You're too focused on, people caring about what you say and that sort of thing. You have to sell them. You're not a salesman. You can't sell them. Are you married? Do you have kids? What's your makeup?
Yeah, I have a son and a daughter, not married. It wasn't meant for me in this lifetime, so whoever I run into, I get plenty of women.
What is your zodiac sign? Hang on, let's slow it down.
I am a Capricorn.
Capricorn. Now, back when I subscribed to that sort of stuff in the late 70s up until, I don't know, maybe 1984, somewhere around there. Capricorn. Capricorns, you're like a Scorpio. You smash a lot of bitches. Why don't you have 3 wives? Yeah, why don't you have 3 wives? 3 wives.
Actually, I had plenty of girlfriends at one time, and,
No, sir. Slow down. I said wives. Why don't you have wives? Never mind girlfriends. Wives.
I choose not to, actually. And I don't really believe in the marriage thing, especially with this generation, but I choose not to. It's better to just have plenty of girlfriends, but to have wives in this country, maybe Africa, maybe in Haiti, but not in America. That would be very...
Sir, with all due respect, it's not what you believe, it's what the bitch believes. The bitch believes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell me about, now listen, I've had dealings in the past with some cold-blooded fucking pimps, and I have found that pimps that were Geminis, Pisces, and Virgos were like the hardest on a bitch. I'm a Taurus. I've never been the type of guy to put my hands on a bitch. Now, I'll defend myself, but I've been more of a verbal abuser when it comes to a bitch. But what did I say? Pisces, Virgo, and Gemini. Those pimps were the ones. Well, hang on. Let me write this down. Stay with me. Those were the pimps that would give a bitch a ground and pound right on the fucking track. Give a bitch an uppercut. Give her a fucking eye jammy. Bitch, go get my money or else. Write that down. What did I say? Virgo, Pisces,
Gemini, Pisces. I would eliminate the Pisces, and I would.
A Gemini, sir. I seen a Gemini pimp kick a bitch in the side of her head. Kick the bitch.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
That's one of the most violent zodiac signs.
Yeah. Bitch, get up and get my money or else. And she got the fuck up too. So you're what's your sign again? Capricorn?
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah.
So basically it's a number system. So let's say, all right, everybody has, like, you're number 2. So if you were to run into Gemini is number 3. Gemini would be the one best for you to self-worth, give you funds. They might have resources that they'll give you assets because they represent your second house of value system and money. Now, if you were to run into, let's say, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sir, never mind all that shit. Let's focus on you being a better businessman. You, a Capricorn.
Actually, I am. I used to have a business. I ran trucking.
Okay. Let's talk about you, the Capricorn.
Gas prices basically.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm a go-getter. Gas prices basically ran me out. So right now I'm on the verge of trying to get land so I can run a hog farm.
Okay. How you doing now? There's talk of a recession coming up. How you doing now?
Oh, I'm doing beautiful. I just got a new tanker job hauling milk, and they pay very well. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that money.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save up that money. And
good for you.
Of course, I'm working on my credit, paid off all my credit cards so that I can turn around and just purchase this land and start building on hogs.
Okay.
And take it from there.
Okay. A wise man once said, "Ain't no recession for a real nigga." You know who said that?
Oh, nah. Oh, yeah. You said that.
No. Lloyd Banks, a.k.a. Blue Hefner. I got it from him. Ain't no recession for a real nigga. Yeah. Put a bitch to work, man.
I've heard it.
Get your Capricorn swag up a little better, okay? Get yourself a couple of wives. Man.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you for calling,
right.
man. Thank you,
Salute.
Salute. Yes, sir. Salute. Okay, we had ourselves a good discussion here this afternoon. Hold on a second, guys. Let me shut some of this shit down here. Whew. Okay. There's my information on the screen for advertising on the show in case you want to come on board. We send out analytics, okay, and you folks can see what goes on behind the scenes here. Audience retention, all that sort of jazz. Core audience, different things, okay? And hold on a second. Who's sending a donation here? Cherie. Hi, Cherie. Thank you for your donation. Okay. She said I learned something every time I listen to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, young lady, okay? All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow at some point. Please pay attention to the banners that roll at the end of the show with the sponsors. And if you yourself are a sponsor and you want to update your banner or there's any information that needs to be changed, please reach out via email. Take care. Have a good day.
You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl, I'm back up in the street. So I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up, when we make it up, make it up, break it up, break it up, then we make it up, then we. You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl, I'm back up in the street. So I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more.
What's the problem? What's the issue? Everything I said has been true. Love you, then he ditched you. Nobody knowing what we into. Not because of what you've been through. I know what you can do. Why you tripping, baby? You know you ain't